Hey everybody, it's Sleeve. I'm not in South Jersey. But before we get this party started, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and comment below. Let me know you've subscribed so that I can get back to you as soon as possible. Now, in a previous video, I did something I hadn't done in about 5 years, and that is I shopped at a Kmart. Now for something that I have not done in 15 years. I'm going to shop at a SuperFresh. Let's see how that turns out.
And if this doesn't look like a super fresh, like you remembered growing up in the South Jersey, Philadelphia, Maryland, or D.C. area, that's because this used to be a Pathmark. Well, after A&P went belly up in 2015, Key Foods bought the name, logo, intellectual property, what have you, for the Super Fresh banner, and they're using it in North Jersey, New York metropolitan area, which is where SuperFresh was never used. And we're going to see this is nothing like the SuperFresh that you might remember if you grew up where I grew up or in other parts where they had SuperFresh supermarkets back in the 80s, 90s, what have you. First off, you walk in and very colorful. I remember SuperFresh, at least the ones I had been to in Atlantic City and in Manahawkin, mostly white with checkerboard floor. This has the Pathmark floor here. It was a Pathmark. And, the health and beauty signage there kind of reminds me of the ShopRite in Lawnside that I did. Also former Pathmark, but unrelated, of course. But now, while some SuperFreshes were more colorful, like the Society Hill Acme, this decor was never used in a SuperFresh ever. In fact, I think this, because this is actually owned by an individual, not owned by a corporation like A&P owns SuperFresh. This pretty much is decorated however the individual store owner want it to look. So there's no set decor like you would find in all the corporate-owned SuperFresh A&P stores of yore. Went and bought these juice drinks. I kind of like them. 3 for $5. That's actually a pretty good deal. That's about less than I pay for them at Acme and at ShopRite down in South Jersey. So I, walked through the store a little more, and also the way they had everything arranged was more like you'd find at a small store, not like a national chain either. So it didn't feel at all like SuperFresh to me. In fact, if they would have just foregone the SuperFresh branding, and a breakfast sausage sign reminds me of what I'd find at a ShopRite. But yes, if they would have foregone calling themselves SuperFresh, they could have gotten away with any other name, really, of any small bodega. Oh, this is the produce flooring I just saw there. And all the signage looks a lot like the quality meat, and I guess that's a dairy section over there. Well, it all reminds me of the ShopRite over in Lawnside, the way they did it. They did have some SuperFresh banners with the SuperFresh logo throughout the store, but again, this was most like any kind of small store that caters to a certain local population. I really did not feel at all like I was really at a SuperFresh like I remembered it. And with the Pathmark flooring, as you could see, it felt anything but SuperFresh. Now, as a store itself, was well stocked, given the difficulties of stocking shelves these days. They did a great job. As far as the decor was nice, it was colorful, and it was very with the time, if you will. In fact, the that divider that went through the that line divider went through the decor there kind of reminded me of Acme Markets or Albertsons industrial circus decor a little bit, but a little crowded in terms of where they placed all the stock here, and also how they put stuff right on top of the cases over the dairy cases over there. It just seemed to me like it was a little too small for everything they had here. And but other than that, I mean, it was overall a decent store. Though I must say, we're going to come up on the baked goods section. I wouldn't call it a bakery section, and we'll see why in a second here. Yeah, it said bakery, but there was no in-store bakery to speak of. Actually, just had, sorted trucked in baked goods. So it was kind of lacking there too. Overall, though, if I lived in the neighborhood, I'd probably shop there. It seemed like a nice enough store. But I wouldn't be telling my friends, oh, I'm going to SuperFresh. Because it really didn't feel, again, it just did not feel like SuperFresh. Incidentally, that sign there, and that sign there by the registers, and those register lights are very much Pathmark-ish. But, again, with the Pathmark flooring, too. Even the entrance and exit over there reminded me of the Jersey City Acme. It used to be a Pathmark. But at any rate, so I'm looking around. I was a little disappointed. Again, just because it was called SuperFresh. But I do hope to find former SuperFresh locations, much like I did in Society Hill Acme, in the near future, hopefully. And maybe I'll get my SuperFresh fixed that way. What do you think? And if you shop in this area, if you shop at the store, what are your thoughts on this place? Overall, I mean, it seemed like a nice store. And by the way, this was before the bag ban, so I was able to get a SuperFresh bag, which I've managed to keep. And I'm saving that along with some other retail bits and odds and ends, much like the blank sheets at Kmart price tags. I think I double bagged that too. Well, I knew the bag ban was coming, so I prepared. And that's it for now, so let's go back to the car. What do you think?
So, overall, it's not bad. Just wasn't super fresh. But that's my opinion. And, folks, let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. You all have a great day out there, and I'll see you in the next video.
I can't believe I got in this place.